This past week in North Carolina, we got hit with something we're not really built for: snow and ice. The kind of weather that gets things shut down fast in the South. My gym announced it would be closing for part of the weekend and into Monday, warning that the roads would be unsafe for staff members and gym members. So on Saturday morning, I stuck to my normal routine, and then I had this thought: I should probably go to the gym one last time before I'm stuck at home for a few days. So I went. I didn't go very hard, no personal records, no heroic effort. I focused on balance, flexibility, mobility, things that felt grounding. I stretched. I sat in the sauna for 15 minutes. I took my time. It was calm and intentional. And then I went back to the locker room. And here's where the story gets small, but also gets important. You see, when I go to the gym later in the day, especially if I'm heading straight home, I don't always do my entire hygiene routine. Like, I take a shower and then I go do things like probably go put deodorant on, but I don't always do like body spray or moisturizer or product in my hair because why bother? I'm just going to go home, I'm going to go take a shower again in the morning, and no one's going to see me in between those two times. Maybe my roommate, but it'll be brief. It feels unnecessary, maybe even a little silly, to get ready just to exist alone on my couch. But that Saturday, standing there about 3 p.m., I paused and I said, you know what? I'm going to do it anyways. So I did the full routine: deodorant, body spray, moisturizer, a little product in my hair, not done up, not fancy, just cared for. And as I was doing something that small, something almost automatic, I had a realization that stopped me in my tracks. There are so many things we only do for other people. We clean up because someone might see us. We try harder because someone might be watching. We show up better because someone else is involved. And when no one else is around, when it's just us, that's when the standards drop quietly. We tell ourselves it's not worth it, or it doesn't matter, or I don't need to do this just for me. But here's the thing that hit me while I was standing in the locker room, about to apply deodorant. If you're not worth the effort when no one else is around, then who is? Even if I was just going home, even if the only person who benefited was me, even if the only difference was how I felt, a little more put together, a little more grounded, a little more like myself, that mattered. Because our routines aren't really about efficiency. They're about identity. They answer a quiet but powerful question: who am I when no one else is keeping score? For a lot of us, we live in a pattern where we are overextended for others and underdeliver for ourselves. We hold a high standard at work, for our families, for our friends, but when it comes to us, we accept the bare minimum. We say, it's fine, I'll skip it, or I don't matter that much today. And over time, that adds up. I'm not saying you need to be perfect, and I'm not saying you need to be a superhero every day. And I'm definitely not saying you need to put deodorant on every time you go to the gym at night. What I am saying is this: you should decide what your non-negotiable standard is. What's your low bar? The version of yourself who shows up no matter what. Not because someone's watching, not because you're trying to impress somebody, but because this is who you are. So ask yourself this: what would I still do even if no one noticed? What does taking myself seriously actually look like? Where have I been treating myself like an afterthought? Because the moment we only do things for other people, we quietly teach ourselves that we are second class in our own lives. And you're not. You deserve better than the bare minimum from most of yourself most of the time. Sometimes self-respect doesn't look like a big transformation. Sometimes it looks like deodorant at 3 p.m. Sometimes it looks like showing up for yourself in small, boring, ordinary ways. But those small choices, they shape who you become. And at the end of the day, when everything else is stripped away, the one person you're always going to live with is you.